Had no need to fight tonight.
The 2021-2022 season previews continue today with the New York Islanders. Ah, yes. That's not the Islanders. The Islanders. Man. I have a history with y'all. Y'all beat my team a year ago, and you lost to Tampa again. And, that whole history. My teacher is an Islanders fan. A lot of my friends are Islanders fans. Even two of my moderators in my Discord server are Islanders fans. At least two. I can't think of my moderators right now. Yeah, the Islanders are pretty big link to me. And the funny thing is, that's not the Islanders. This is literally the only thing that I have that is Islanders related. I don't have a hat. I don't have a pennant. I mean, I have a mini pennant. But apart from that, no hats, no shirts, no jerseys. No nothing out of the Islanders, but that'll probably change when Christmas comes. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about a season where they finally need to get past the conference finals. They've been stuck there for the past 2 years, and it's been a problem. And we're going to look at their key departures, their key arrivals, everything else. You know the jig. And if you're new to the channel and you have not already subscribed, and you are an Islanders fan, first off, welcome. You guys have broken my heart so many times. And if you could subscribe, I really would appreciate it, as we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. We're only 60 away from that goal, so I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe. And anyways, I won't waste any more of your time. Let's get into the video. So last season for the New York Islanders was, without a doubt, another good season. They went 32-17-7 for 71 points, and they finished 12th overall in the NHL and 4th in the East Division. Okay. The Islanders, they always do well, and then they start sucking towards the end of the year. They've done it twice, okay? They've done it in the past 2 seasons. They sucked in 2019-20 towards the end. Then COVID happened. Then they made the conference finals. They sucked in 2021 towards the end of the regular season, and they made it to the freaking conference finals again. So it's a pattern. I've noticed it. And I've noticed it when people rank the Islanders low in the playoffs, saying, oh yeah, they're going to lose to Pittsburgh, no doubt. Oh yeah, they're going to lose to Boston. Like, they're going to win. Like, that's the Islanders. I mean, that's the Flyers, too, to a degree, being a biased Flyers fan, as people would say. That is how the Islanders are. And as much as it pisses me off, that's what they are. They prove people wrong. That's what they've been doing this entire time. They beat the Pittsburgh Penguins in 6 games. You could argue that part of that was Tristan Jarry shitting the bed in Game 5 and Game 1 and Game 2 and Game 3 and Game 4 and Game 6. Yeah, anyways. Then they beat the Boston Bruins in 6 games, which you could argue that is also Tuukka Rask shitting the bed in Game 6. But, on that front, I don't really blame Tuukka Rask on that front. I think it really wasn't his fault. The Islanders were just that good of a team, and they're that underrated. And, some people won't give them credit. Even I haven't give them credit in the past, although I've made, 34 different Islanders videos. I think this is the 34th. Don't ask how I know that. And then they also lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning for the 2nd straight year in not 6 games, but 7 games. And a game that I couldn't watch, and you have no idea how mad I was that I couldn't watch it after watching Game 6. Game 7 didn't look too eventful, but, there was only 1 goal scored. But, it's heartbreaking, again, to lose to a team that good. And you can argue that they cheated. You can argue what you want, but it happened, and we really can't do anything about it at this point. So it sucks, but Islanders, they got to move on. And from the moves they made this season, they obviously did. So in the key departures realm and the key arrivals, because they're just so short, they lost Jordan Eberle to the Seattle Kraken. That was their loss that they lost in the expansion draft to Seattle. They lost Travis Zajac through free agency. He obviously didn't come back. Part of that Kyle Palmieri trade. Palmieri ended up coming back though as well. They lost Michael Dow Cole, which really wasn't that big of a move, to be honest. It was a depth move, and he really wasn't working out in New York, so had to happen. And then they also lost, Nick Leddy as well in a trade to the Detroit Red Wings to clear out cap. And honestly, when you look at it, that was the one guy that they were really going to move out. If there was anyone that they were going to move out to sign, Zizegas, Eberle, Sorokin, and Palmieri, of course. So, anyways, in their key arrivals list, I might as well just mention it here as well because there's literally only one freaking player, and it's Richard Panik. Richard Panik, a solid depth forward who's played for the Coyotes, the Capitals, the Red Wings, and now he's on the Islanders to play yet again another season. So, yeah. I mean, Panik's not a bad move. I've always liked him personally. I feel like he was always that one guy that just got shipped off somewhere. Not a bad move, to be honest. I think that's a good way to go, to be honest. So, that's their key arrivals and key departures. It really wasn't that much. They had a lot of things they had to do this offseason, like sign Adam Pelech, sign Anthony Beauvillier, sign Casey Zizegas, sign a couple of the guys. Like this team, they had a lot of guys up for grabs, and they had a lot of guys who expired. Another guy I forgot to mention was Braden Coburn. If I'm not mistaken, he's on the. If I'm not mistaken, he is on the Islanders now, or he was on the Islanders. I just don't think he has a team anymore. If I'm correct. Also, Braden Coburn was also lost in the departures as well. I forgot to mention him there. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get into the projected lineup. As it retains to the Islanders' projected lineup this season, you have in the top six Anders Lee, Matthew Barzal, and Kyle Palmieri. Then you have Anthony Beauvillier, Brock Nelson, and Josh Bailey. That is your whole first line. I like that top six. I think you have good goal scoring, good leadership. You gotta have everything there. Nelson can score goals. Palmieri can score goals. He's gonna do great with Barzal and Lee. Barzal, we know how he does. Beauvillier, obviously. Bailey as well, another solid forward there too. Generally, I really, really like that top six. I think that's one of the best top sixes. Probably said that wrong. In the entire NHL. As for the bottom six, kind of screwing my chair here. You have Richard Panik, John Gabriel Pageau, and Cal Clutterbuck. Then you have Matt Martin, Casey Zizegas, and Leo Komarov. Then you have Ross Johnson and Oliver Wahlstrom as guys who are down below. Obviously, Wahlstrom's going to play a little bit. I can't imagine he doesn't. He'll probably play, I know one of those Islanders guys is going to get injured, and Wahlstrom is probably going to be the first guy to take his place. But apart from that, I don't think Johnston's going to play unless they absolutely freaking have to. They'll take someone from the AHL and put him in there. That's kind of where they were going. So, just saying, I can't imagine he plays after what's happened with them in the past. As for the blue line, I really like this blue line, and I've liked this blue line for a while. You have Adam Pelech and Ryan Pulock as your first pairing. Then you have Andy Green and Scott Mayfield. Then you have Sebastian Aho, not the Carolina Aho, and Noah Dobson as your third pairing. I like that. I genuinely do. I think Robin Salo or Salo, however you say it, is going to get some time this season. Absolutely. I see it coming. But I like that. Those six guys. I mean, sure, taking Nick Leddy out of the proportion does put in Sebastian Aho. And Aho, his history in the NHL isn't as good as, let's say, Pelech or even Leddy, to be honest. But I still think that's a solid defense. I think Mayfield is really underrated. I think Green is underrated as well at this point. And I mean, Pelech, I've said it a lot, but he is overrated as hell by New York Islanders fans, but he's underrated everywhere else. You hear every single Islanders fan chanting his name, Pelech, 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 Pelech. And I'm thinking okay, he's underrated, sure, but you guys are blowing him way out of proportion. He's not. I wouldn't say he's not a Norris defenseman, but he's not going to. With all the other defensemen, he's probably not going to win a Norris, which shows how underrated he is. But people are screaming that he should win a Norris. I can't. I don't know. Maybe a finalist, but I can't see him winning one, which is unfortunate. But I mean, I like Pelech, but I can't see it. As for the goaltending is the same as it's been last year. Semyon Varlamov and Ilya Sorokin. I love that tandem. I genuinely do. I love watching Sorokin play. Varlamov, he holds a special place in my heart, breaking my heart for nothing. Game 7 and Game 1. Game 2. Anyway, yeah, Varlamov, very solid goalie as well. Gets underrated at times as well. I will not deny that. And Sorokin as well. I've enjoyed watching him play since he got signed. I remember when he got signed and people were going crazy about it. And I remember I made a video on him. And I'm like, this goalie looks like the goalie of the future because I looked at his highlights in the KHL. He was a guy. He was a boy playing amongst men. That's really what he is now, and he's evolved into a man. That sounds so cringe. But anyways, I look at this whole team and I see no problems, to be honest with you. Besides maybe the third pairing on the defense, I think Sebastian Aho, I mean, sure, you can say what you want. I mean, I have a lot of faith in him to try and, turn his career around, getting probably a spot out of the start of the season. But, apart from that, I genuinely like this whole entire Islanders team. I don't really see a problem with it at all, to be honest. And now, time for our final question. Do they make the playoffs? Here we go. They're gonna be either first or second in their division, and then they're gonna fall off. Okay? Okay, so around probably March 1st, they're gonna probably be around first in their division, probably be ahead by maybe 3 or 4 or 5 points, and then they're just gonna poop. They're just gonna fall off the map. They're not gonna miss the playoffs. They're gonna somehow win a couple games to make the playoffs. But they're still going to suck towards the end, and then they're going to make the freaking Eastern Conference Finals again. I am calling it. You can literally watch this video when the Stanley Cup is awarded next year. I'll probably have to wear a cane because it feels like it's forever from now. But you can come back to this video and be like, you know what, Nordic? You were right. Because I'm always right. Just kidding. I've been wrong about a lot of things on this channel. A lot of things, period. Thank y'all for watching. Friday Sport as late. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel and haven't already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did. We're getting more subscribers day by the day. That's what makes me really enjoy this content, and I'm making some more videos coming up. Not just season previews, but everything else. Tomorrow will be the New Jersey Devils. I'm pointing at the Devils, not the Flyers. Thank y'all for watching. Friday Sport as late, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.